that going? Okay, remember the Disney with the angel on one and the devil on the other, the old Disney movies? That's really the way it is. That devil's going around for a roaring lion. I spend all my time, especially now, in prayer, fasting, and communion. Ever since Craig did his first communion, I've taken and did an excellent job, by the way. He's naturally born to it. He did an excellent job from the pulpit. I've taken communion every day. And I just keep it in the little cups and the little rice wafers in the freezer, and I come right here. I told the Lord if he would let me bend my knee, then I would kneel every day. And it's very convenient because I'm already kneeling to repent and pray. And then I have the communion up here. I have the little glasses up here, the wafers. And so that's really easy for me because I always come up here to pray. And then I told the Lord if he would allow me to dance. I made another vow to him that I don't want to really tell anyone right now. But last week, because see, I'm wearing high heels and I can bend my leg a lot more. And I ran around this platform like I used to do before my injury with the 17 rods and plates, you know, in here. And my hip hurt a little bit, but the more I run, and I think I'll still continue in a minute. Okay? Even at the Last Supper, Jesus gave the best supper part to the one who would betray him the most. And he even said it. You give the best part. Because, see, there's someone I'm praying for. And I spilled some of the grape juice on their card. I have to pray for them. And they're just so reprobate. And I left that card, and when I got back yesterday to take my communion, it was covered in ants and almost ruined. And that's just the devil trying to get me to quit, so I'm going to go more. You know, when the what's that called? When the battle comes in like a flood, you have to push. We're the army of God. We're not some little people just whining as victims. Victims is not in the Christian to-do list. We are not victims. We are victors.
Praise God.
Yes. And okay, this is what we must do towards those who betray us. We must give them the best. The best we have. Not judge them. Bark at them. Then this is to do God's will. This is what he did for us. He sent his only son, and he was killed. Jesus' perfect sacrifice was judged by one who loved him less than all the disciples, and maybe all the disciples put together. Maybe. As the sun comes up, I continue to write this sermon from the parsonage front porch. I look at the oldest Jewish temple in Iowa next door, knowing that I am devoted completely to the care of it. God had first spoken to me it was in May of 2007. 12 years ago, and I heard 3 times, go down the road, I have a gift for you. I heard that one other time, and that was for Scott. And the Lord said, why are you rejecting the gift I've given you? And I know that the gifts and the callings are without repentance. So if you have been given a gift, that gift is yours. It's repentance without being taken back. People take back, and Christ gives. To follow Christ, you don't give something and take it back. Go down the road, I have a gift for you. I went looking, and less than 1,000 feet later on our same street, Washington Avenue Southeast, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Nearly 1,000 feet ahead of the road was the Jewish temple, not an anticipated dresser, always needed by teen moms that I have worked with for over 40 years. God's plan is always so much larger than ours, even than we could figure out. God's plan of ours is so much better. We vow and we stand at the foot of the cross today, praying and listening for instructions. That's what I do. That's what all of us do when we don't know what to do. We take our prayer partners and our brothers and sisters in Christ and we assail the Lord. Cry out for victory, not for a church, but for a soul, a person that the Lord has created to worship and love Him, not to look good or to feel good or to get good. It's people. It's people. That I was telling Craig today about Jonah. Not only he didn't want to go to Nineveh. So the whale ate him. Then he said, I don't want to be here. I'll go to Nineveh. So then he goes to Nineveh. Nineveh repents. And then he's crying in the desert because he's too hot. Then God sends the gourd. Then the gourd dies overnight. Then he's crying right in Jonah 4. It says, why are you crying over a gourd when you didn't even care about the people of Nineveh? A gourd is nothing. I chose to grow up for you and I chose to let it go. But God needed Jonah to go there and preach repentance. That's what we're supposed to do. And minister to them. And Nineveh repented for quite a while. Many people got in the kingdom. So I'm at the end now. A better, more awesome life plan will be offered by the Lord. Many have vowed and broken their vows without a thought or even a spiritual struggle or perhaps even a tug at the heart and conscience. Is this you? Is this me? This is the hard part. Can you stand again and love God's plan for you? Or learn His plan for the first time? Many of us have learned His plan but rejected it. As I straddled the porch stairs, writing this, it's really an article instead of a sermon, but the wrens fly, that's why I have to read it. My sermons are always in outline with scriptures. The wrens fly close as a couple. A northern goose honks loudly as he heads south, high. He was flying higher. Heading. The squirrel looks quizzically at me. To you I say, will you take Christ into your heart today? Take His sacrificial gift. It is better than anything you could get or take for yourself. It's better than anything. Come to Christ today. And that's my sermon. And now Tana's going to sing, and then we'll close out with music. I want to make sure Tana got here. And thank you, Miracle. And Miracle, you can pass out these papers. I hear somebody. Hi, Mary, come on in.
I've been listening so I don't disturb. And
Oh,
this way
look
I
at
get more.
We're not like that, Mary.
It feels good in here.
Here, Miracle, you pass out one of these to Tana and Mary, okay? And then we'll and put one at the back by Craig.
No, he looks so angelic.
I don't think Mary is known by Tana. Yeah.
I've seen her before, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. Okay.
You want me to
give these to everybody?
No, just put one to Craig and then he's gonna give it to Steve because Craig and Steve are gonna finish the Facebook page and that's our donation page. Cause I can't finish it. Alright, now Tana has special music, right? And then we'll have, thank you, honey. Now I'll make sure I get you good.
You missed a good sermon.
I didn't listen all. I was out there.
She did good, very good job. I enjoyed that.
Thank you.